Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna focus on this. This is what you are no longer going to do because this happens quite a bit when it comes to persisting. Most of you will want something and you affirm for it, and then if it doesn't show up in the time frame that you decided it needed to show up as or show up for, you fucking quit and you give up. So we are no longer doing that because that is not how you get what you want, and I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do instead. Hey everyone, it's Kim Velez, Conscious Life and Success Coach, and I am really excited to be here with you today. Okay, so I am like, listen, if you are not with me on TikTok, on Instagram, please get over there. Links are in the description box below and join me because it's so much fun. It's a whole different vibe to be able to show up and just do something for like 30 seconds or a minute rather than fucking 10 or 20 minutes, okay? So I want to remind you guys of something because this comes up a lot, and I actually had a beautiful, amazing client in my paid Facebook group talk about this, and I challenged her on it, and I'm going to use her as an example. I'm going to keep everything anonymous. She knows who she is. She knows I love her, and I want her to get what the fuck she wants. So this is a great example when it comes to manifesting anything: an SP, love, money, abundance, a fucking better body, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's literally the same fucking process, which is get out of your own fucking way. Get out of your mind. Get out of the part of your brain that is focusing on what you do not have. So let's talk about this. So she was really wanting this apartment. She was excited for it. She was affirming, persisting, really like felt like she had it. It was hers, da 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 da. She got some news when she went to put the application in that someone else had put an application in before her, or I think it was either that or she was going to put one in. She had contacted them first, and then somebody came along and they ended up letting this other person put the application in before her. Nevertheless, she still put in the application. She said she kept persisting and assuming it was hers, really thought she got this thing, and she got the news that she didn't get it. So she was putting an application in as well for another apartment in that building. So I challenged her on that, and I said, but she was very upset and confused and was going on a mental spiral of, you know, this shit didn't work. How come this didn't work for me? And this is what a lot of people do. And I love that she was vulnerable enough to share this, because this is how you see your blind spots, by letting a coach kind of point them out to you, because you don't realize what you're doing. So a lot of people think the minute I start affirming something, I should just automatically get what I want. And listen, you fucking can. You definitely can sometimes. There is sometimes I can say something, that shit will manifest so fucking fast and like lightning fucking speed, right? And then there's other times where there's a fucking longer delay, or something manifests that's showing me the complete opposite, but I still end up getting what I want. So many people fall prey to this. And what is this? This is literally you reacting to the 3D. See, you have to decide whatever is going on in your mind internally is your fucking truth. That just because the 3D showed her in this moment that the apartment was being, you know, given to someone else, the one that she originally wanted, doesn't mean she's still not going to get it. She just didn't get it in the way her limited mind saw, okay? So this is what I told her. I said, who says you didn't get it? I said, she loves the building. She loves the whole vibe. I was like, what if you move in the second one and you keep affirming, knowing you're going to get the original one you wanted? You don't know what the fuck could happen in a month. You don't know, those people could end up getting kicked out, or they could move out on their own. They could break their fucking lease. She may, you know, be the first one to tell them, yo, I want this apartment as soon as they move out, put me on the list, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, you never know, but she can still get it. It just doesn't mean she's not going to get it because she didn't get it the moment she thought she would. And she was giving up. She was like, this doesn't work. I don't understand why this didn't work. And it's like, but who said it didn't work? You guys do this with everything, right? You do this with an SP, you do this with money, you do this with a career, you do this with everything. It's like you start focusing on what you want, and then you're persisting, and then something comes in that says the opposite or doesn't get you what you want in that moment, and you start assuming, well, see, it doesn't work. See, it's not working. See, I lost it. No, you didn't. You just didn't get it the only way you saw you could get it. So especially with a specific person or this specific apartment, because she wants this specific apartment. I want her to get that apartment. She can still get that apartment. She just wasn't going to get it the day she thought she was. But it doesn't mean you give up on that desire. If that is your true desire, you don't give up on it. She still has to live somewhere. So if she enjoyed the other apartment that wasn't the specific one she has, then she can still move in there knowing I'm still getting this one. This is the original one that I wanted. This is the one that I'm going to get. She's still going to live her fucking life, and she's going to persist until it hardens into fact. Meaning anytime she thinks of that apartment, she's going to affirm, I got this, it's done, it's coming to me, it's mine, whatever the fuck you want to say. And you guys, this is the key to everything. It's not allowing the 3D to control your internal story. See, she was letting in that moment the 3D override her and tell her what her programming is, and her story was, I lost the apartment. I didn't get what I wanted. I'm not a master manifester. I can't get this. This shit doesn't work. Blah, 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 right? How many of you do that with everything? How many of you do that with your SP? How many of you do that with money? How many of you are doing this every single day? This is why you still don't get what you want. So you really have to catch yourself and really be aware of how you're perceiving things and understanding that just because it didn't show up the exact way, meaning the timing, not what she wanted. Because I understand and believe, because I've done this so much, where I have manifested very specific things, including specific persons, a gazillion trillion fucking times. It is possible. But you don't give up. Let me tell you something, even when you don't want something, you still manifest it. I had a very interesting experience the other day when I was at the gym. I had a guy come up to me and I didn't recognize him at first, and then it clicked, like he said his name, and I was like, oh yeah, everything came back to me. So I dated him, I don't even know, 4 or 5 years ago, a very long time ago, brief. It was maybe a month or two, not a big deal. We ended up not parting on the best terms, and this was before I really knew about law of assumption. And he called me a couple times and I just never picked up the phone. Haven't seen him, haven't thought about him, haven't whatever for years, okay? So here I am in the gym minding my business, and he comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder, and we're talking. So I moved, so we used to live in the same town where I lived before 5 years ago. I moved to Boca, now he's moved to Boca, which I thought was funny. So now he's going to my gym. So he still had my phone number, so he was texting me, and we were just like catching up or whatever. But the point of this is that I never wanted to manifest him back. Like, there was no hard feelings with us. He was a cool person, but I never specifically wanted to manifest him back, and he still came back. They always fucking come back. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. This happens to me all the fucking time. People that I'm not even specific about, people that I don't even want back. And you guys have done this too when you call it your birds before land, you know? But the bottom line is this, is you don't give up on what you want ever, because if you're so powerful that you can manifest shit you don't want, why the fuck can't you manifest what you want? That makes no sense, right? So it's always about getting out of your own way, and it's always about you being okay with the timing of it. You're allowed to say, I want it by this date, and sometimes it will manifest in by that date or super fucking close to it. But if it doesn't, you don't say, oh, I lost, oh, this didn't work. You don't allow whatever the fuck is manifested in your 3D to control your story internally. That is the shift that has to be made. That is how you reprogram your mind. That is how you really get into the subconscious. This is how you actually create more and more of what you want in your reality. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you are so interested in working with me live, I have an amazing opportunity for people who just really are confused about law of assumption, maybe are new to this. They want a different understanding between the brainwashing that law of attraction gave them versus the truth of their power via law of assumption and everyone is you pushed out, and diving in deep into the concepts of your thoughts create your reality, everyone is you pushed out, understanding your self-concept as the operant power. If you want to dive in deep with me live for 4 weeks, we start July 6th. I have limited spots and I'm doing it at a discounted rate. You don't want to fucking miss this. The link is below. Check it out. And I hope to see you there. All right, bye.